Hello everybody, this is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. Morning after the big thunderstorm. And we had a lot of rain, a lot of branches falling down. And here's the mama bird and her little babies over here. Where'd the babies go, Mom? There they are. They all look different. They all look different. They all look like three different daddies. But how's everybody doing? Did you have bad weather last night? I just heard that 100,000 homes are without electricity, probably north of here, and that Indiana had some very severe weather. It's actually very breezy here right now. And this is what the water level looks like here in back of my house. It's hard to see because the criminals have intercepted my phone camera. But it was, pretty dry before the rain, and now at least we've got flowing water. It's not nearly as high as it usually is. But what happens is, with all the rain that we've had, it trickles down from the mountain. So the water has nowhere else to go but down from gravity. So all the water will trickle down here and fall into, into the stream behind my house, and then exit out to the primary county creek there. There goes a dump truck. No, what is that? A concrete truck? Concrete mixing truck. So yeah, so this was my garden here. This is the area where there have been 44 cuts to my blackberries, raspberries. You can see here, it's really bad, folks. Look. Here, wherever it's black is what they have damaged. And they're sneaky about it too, like they'll go inside, like here, they go inside and start cutting, just like they did at 52 Sutton Drive, Manalapan, New Jersey, a home I lived in for 30 years as the original owner. Welcome newcomers, my name is Lorraine. I moved from Manalapan, New Jersey to rural Kentucky on the edge of a national forest. I own a farm of 64 acres of land. I mean, not all of it is farmable. I mean, there's a lot of woods back in here and stuff. But I have been working my butt off since I moved here to create a homestead, a sustainable, self-sustainable food forest and whatever. And the criminals, as a targeted person, have damaged everything. This area here was huge. In fact, these branches here were going over the fence. And what these criminals did is they cut everything. They cut everything pretty much in half. So they have reduced the food production here by half. So, here we've got a blackberry. It's not completely ripe yet, but I'll pick them off and eat them. So this is what it looks like, folks. They're quite yummy, loaded with antioxidants, vitamin C. And in addition to my loving them, the birds like them too. So I give them extras. And they stole all the blueberries, all the strawberries I've mentioned before. I don't want to bore you with all the details. But this is a peach tree. They've done some damage on this peach tree. This peach tree now, this is going into year 2. Year 2. This is an apple tree going in year 2. So I don't have any fruit production yet. And actually, I'm seeing Japanese beetles, folks. Check this out. I thought they were only in New Jersey. Here they are. I don't like them. Japanese beetles. They're harmless to humans, but they're deadly to plants. And you just kind of shake them off and they fly away, but then they'll come back. And this is an apricot tree. This is year 2, and you can see what the criminals did to the leader. You see the leader? The leader is dead. This is the main stalk of the plant is dead. And this is the one that I would normally keep and then prune the perimeter. So I'm going to have to cut this off. You can see here, apricot, Canadian white, You know, I purchased this online from a reputable business, so this should have actually started to fruit already, but the criminals have been tampering with it here. So I planted these 3 fruit trees. I want to plant some nut trees. I want to plant a pecan and a hazelnut. You have to be really careful about where you plant a nut tree because they get really big and then they start dropping those nuts everywhere. But I also want to plant some more fruit trees to create more of like a block here. It gets very windy here, and I'd like to get like a couple of cherry trees, a pear tree and stuff. The birds are going crazy. I don't know why. It's like one of them starts cackling and then they all cackle, which usually means that there's some danger, there's some intruder, there's something going on. I hear roosters crowing, so let me walk back there, see what's going on. And usually when I walk back to wherever the cackle is, it stops, because the intruders on my property are cloaked. They come and go unseen. They will trigger the cameras, but you won't catch them. You'll see like a blob, an orb, whatever. But how's everybody doing? Oh, I wanted to thank everybody for commenting on the last couple of videos. With Congressman Greg Steube. He is not the first congressperson to put forth a bill on eliminating FISA. It wasn't worded exactly like this one. This one is exceptional. I really like this bill. But back in 2020, another bill was put forward, and it was not voted on, or I should say, it did not pass. It did not pass on to creating a law. You know, the bill has to get voted on, and depending on if it's yay or nay, or it might not even get voted on, it'll be shelved. Sort of like the bill here in Kentucky. I won't say her name, but a friend here in Kentucky wrote a bill that I edited. It has been shelved now for 2 years. I mean, I guess this year will be year 3 if it doesn't pass, on banning bioweapons and directed energy weapons here in Kentucky. So this is what happens with bills. They get written, they get created, they get edited, they get passed around, they get support, and then it's got to go for the final yay or nay. Sometimes they're shelved, sometimes they're ignored. They don't get on the table to be reviewed, and sometimes they're just flat out denied. So, I mean, everybody's getting their hopes up about this bill, and it's a great bill, but please continue to contact this senator and senators in your state to back this bill. If this bill is not backed, it's not going to be voted in. So you've got to back this bill by continuing to write, call, spread the word so that others will write and call. It's not enough to sit back and like have a shot of alcohol thinking, oh, this is great. And it is great that somebody is brave enough to come forward. Somebody with this guy's background. He's got military background, right? So he's in the know. I'm just picking up branches as I speak to you guys. There's stuff everywhere. So it's not enough to just sit back and say, wow, great, this is a great bill. The bill could go nowhere if nobody shares it, if it's not supported. If it's not supported by the right people, you've got to keep contacting people and say, hey, and a lot of people probably don't even know about the bill. It's new. There are even people, senators and mayors and governors that probably are not aware of the bill. Share it. Share this bill and ask for support. So anyway, this is another burn pit. I'm just throwing branches here. And it's very breezy. It's very nice here this morning. But I hope everybody's doing well. Yes, please support the bill by sharing it. Don't stop now. You can contact your local representatives sometimes online. There might be a website. Like I know for a fact that Senator Rand Paul has a form that you can complete online and send it directly to him. And a lot of people do. I know that, what's his name? Jim Jordan does. But Jim Jordan's is set up where you have to be part of his district. I mean, unless you call the phone number. So some websites are set up where you can only contact them if you're in their jurisdiction. I mean, it's not like that with Senator Rand Paul. You can just cut and paste something, go to his website, and say, "Hey, did you hear about the proposed bill by Greg Steube? Could you please back this bill?" I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to his website and say, "If you heard about this bill, please support this bill." But anyway, so this is what the Chickie Poos are doing today. Do you want to say hello? It's so blurry. I wish they didn't mess with my phone camera, guys. They know that my other phone, the storage, I don't have as much storage in it because it was my mom's phone. And because it was all set up with her account, it's really difficult for me to get into her account to change things and upgrade things. They were all set up with her old credit cards, which have now been canceled and stuff. So I just don't have the time to fiddle with it. And what I did before the rain and stuff is I put some silicone, a dab of clear silicone on where they stole the bolt. It was a bolt, folks, a bolt to keep down the chicken coop, the 2-year-old chicken coop roof that the criminals took the bolt off of. And no, it's nowhere around here. It's not like it just suddenly fell off. So yeah, I had to put some silicone on there. I could have put some duct tape also, but you know what? Just leave the silicone for now. If it falls off, I'll get some duct tape. This duct tape is good for everything. But I hope everybody's doing well. I've got to go air out the building at the top of the hill, open the windows there. It's really nice today. I don't have electricity in that building, so I can't turn on any ceiling fans or anything like that. So I've got to open up the windows for any kind of circulation there. So anyway, this is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. Let's just say a quick hello to the Chickie Poos here, which unfortunately can't see them up close. They're so cute. And here's Henry, our rooster. Henry. Did you tell them what happened to your comb on the top of your head? Did you tell them how the criminals took off your comb? Yeah, they did it to 2 roosters, right? Did you tell them what they did to your comb? They don't like roosters because roosters speak and they alert everybody about the dangers, right? Tell them. Or tell them. Okay, everybody. I'm going to sign off for now. Talk to you soon. Please hit the like button. Share if you feel inclined to do so.